Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning. If I could have your attention, please. It's great to see you all here. Welcome to the Holmwood auction room. My name's Kyle Siebert. I'm one of three auctioneers working with you today. My colleagues Dan Pengelly and Bridget Andrews at your service today. On behalf of our Managing Director, Tony Jenkins, our CEO, Kyle Sutherland, and the wider Holmwood Group, thank you so much for being here. The first thing we do on a Thursday morning, I should say, is to thank and acknowledge our property owners who are here with us today. We certainly appreciate and respect the fact that you have choice when it comes time to sell your property. We are delighted that you've chosen to list with Holmwood, and we wish you the very, very best here today. To the bidders and the buyers, we extend a similar sentiment. You know, this is a great place to buy real estate. It is cash, it is transparent, but most importantly, it's unconditional. And I say that's important because if we don't sell property here in the auction room, we pass property in, and you do lose that exclusivity of opportunity. We then have to offer the property to the wider market, including those buyers in conditional situations and competing with conditional interests. Well, that's never ideal, so we would encourage you in your bidding. The team is here ready to assist you in that endeavour. This is Hayden Broadbelt. He is our Fendleton branch manager, business owner and auction floor manager today, taking notes of the bidding. One of our colleagues will be standing over there. And if you have any questions throughout the morning, bidders and buyers, please don't hesitate to sing out to one of these two people. They'd be more than happy to assist you. Now, in just a short moment, we're going to offer you an excellent catalogue of real estate. The first of that catalogue is an auction brought forward. The rules that apply to that auction are slightly different. I'm going to take you through them now. And once that has concluded, I will explain the conduct of auction that applies to the remaining properties on the catalogue. So, it gives me great pleasure now to introduce number 5, Wildberry Street in Woolston. It's brought to the market by Zanny Paulson from our Fendleton office and her fabulous team. I know you've met lots of lovely people through the process. It is such a lovely wee enclave of Woolston, plenty of character on offer. And for our owners, reluctance certainly is the case, but new chapter is booked. And so for Zanny, it's been just a pleasure to facilitate a change of ownership. We know that the vendor was presented with a pre-auction offer. That offer has been deemed acceptable in all respects, and the property will be sold at that price to that purchaser unless there is further bidding. So you still have every opportunity to make this lovely home your own. There will be no vendor bids in respect of this auction, no bids placed by me on behalf of the owner. Instead, that accepted figure will be announced in just a moment. You could consider that the reserve price, and the property will be sold. The question is at that price or further bidding. Look, that's up to you, bidders and buyers. I can still nominate the increments by which the bidding is raised. I can still refuse bids, but I'm unlikely to get in your way too much. Of course, if you if you win at the end of the auction, of course you've got to sign the contract and pay your deposit, 10% of the purchase price. If any of my licensed colleagues are bidding on behalf of clients, I'll point them out to you. Now, number 5, Wildberry Street, a freehold title, 507 square metres more or less, lot 1, deposit plan 402450, settlement date the 18th of June 2026, that being a Thursday. And I just love the way this home has been modernised, Zanny. I was so impressed. It really packs a punch. I mean, it's gorgeous character, street appeal. The first impression is outstanding. But then you walk inside, you'd be forgiven for thinking it is a post-quake home. I just have to say, a beautiful, beautiful updates throughout the decor, the taste. For me, I think it just works. The aspect for sunshine, just brilliant. Indoor-outdoor flow galore. You've got big windows, plenty of vitamin D throughout the home, and you've got that backyard. I just think this is great Kiwiana real estate. It'll make you very happy. I felt happier having visited, not least because there was a lovely agent greeting me. So let's get underway here at number 5, Wildberry Street. Zanny, that accepted figure? $710,000. Well, there you have it, bidders and buyers. It's $710,000. I will give you a moment to digest. And did I hear a bid? Yes. 7:15. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you there, I should say. That's my licensed colleague. Yes, it is indeed. You're looking very suave. Lovely to see you at $715,000. And now in pole position, where to from here, bidders and buyers? If there's 720, I suggest you say it. First call, and 720. Brilliant there at $720,000 now against you. There in the corner at $720,000. 723. $723,000. What's the response? 723? 730, can I say, or 725? Just adds 2,000 there at 725. As our city continues to grow and develop, 726, 1,000 on there, I'm selling. It's places like these on the outskirts of our central city that will see good growth. 730. 730,000 now. Can I say 735? What's the alternative? First call. Twice called now at $730,000. 731. Excellent work there at 731. Big decisions being made here in the auction room today. We know it's being sold. The question is, to who? This is a lot of home. You know, buyers, the people watching this in Auckland think we're bidding on a doll's house or something here at this price. An extra one there at 732. As prices continue to rise on account of an influx of people to Christchurch, Madam, we want to avoid you calling us in 6 months and saying I should have bid another 1,000. At 732 once, twice, at 732. Third and final call. What about one more just to no regrets? I'll take 500 if you like. 500 at 732 and 500. That's a couple of coffees here and there. Could be a winner. Let's see what happens. And just 500 as well, 733. Well, there's a change of pace. We've moved down a gear here, madam. Maybe that's encouraging for you. The value's got to be there. In theory, you could sell it to your competitor tomorrow, if you change your mind. 735. Outstanding. At 735,000. Do you like aeroplanes, madam? My favourite's a 737. Just 736. I don't think that's one of those. I don't think it works. 736. Are we sure? All done in silent. White flag? All right, well, you're in good hands. It's getting colder. The open homes are miserable. What do you reckon? Nope, 736. I think that's permission to sell. Madam, you've done it. Unless there's a final bid here, first, second, third and final call at 736,000. What about that aeroplane bid? Improve your own position. Nope. All right, it's going, and it is gone and sold. Commiserations to our underbidder there. Come back again, please. And to our purchaser, well done. Congratulations. Kim, nice to see you again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please. There's a change in the order. Just sorting out a bit of admin in relation to Spring Grove. We'll have that just as soon as possible. Stick with us. Any questions, have a chat to Ollie Van Ecklen or our auction floor manager, Hayden Broadbelt here. It's time now to introduce you to number 6, Mullion Lane in Burwood. And the listing agent, you've sold a few houses, haven't you? Old Jan Morley over here, I say but she is just such a refreshing personality to meet at an open home. I don't know if we could say the same about her colleague and business partner, Jack Marshall, but they make a phenomenal team, a dynamic duo, and they do list some good property. This one for me is an absolute peach in Burwood. If you've been to the property, you'll understand it. I'll take you through the boring details first. It's a whopping 1,006 square metres, more or less. That's freehold land. It's the best type of land we can sell you. 17th of July 2026 is your settlement day. And the property itself, well, you can see there, it's just beautiful throughout. Love the configuration. It makes sense in terms of modern family living. You've got indoor-outdoor flow galore, 2 wonderful bathrooms, great garaging as well. This neighbourhood, renowned for good quality real estate. It's safe as houses, as they say, and it's the type of place where the little kids scoot around on their Lime scooters and just get home before dark and dinner is served. Sunshine is excellent. Again, this has been designed so beautifully. You see that light, bright, neutral kitchen. I just think it's so stylish. and gives you a great vantage point over the living spaces. All in all, bidders and buyers, I'd say at number 6, Mullion Lane, it's a great place to invest your money, certainly a great place to raise a family. So shall we get underway? Number 6, Mullion Lane in Burwood, bidders and buyers. I look for an opening bid or offer. Who starts us away? $900. Nice to see you, sir. You wouldn't just call it a mullion? I'm here all week at $900,000, and away we go. Congratulations, all the best to you today, sir, at $900,000 in pole position. First call at $900. What would you like to offer me, man? No. Now, could I be a little bit? Beg your pardon? 900 for 5. Would you give me 10? Right. I don't know if I'm inclined to take 5 at the minute. Thank you, appreciate that. We'll have a chat about 5 in a little bit, but 9.10 against you there, sir. Would you call it 9.20? Great work there at 9.20 and 9.30. The value's there, madam. On the nod, she says no problem at all at 9.30 and 9.40, is it? First call at 9.40, 9.50. Appreciate that there. Take comfort in the competition. If you've got competition bidding, you know you're onto something good at 9.50, and can I say 9.60? I think the other half said yes with a nod there. Was that legally binding? Great work at 9.60, it usually is. Get you out of here safe, sir, at 9.60. And, ma'am, what's the response? What about a 5 now? I'll take a 5. First call at $960,000.
965.
Where was that? Nice to see you. 965. Do feel free to change your mind, man. We love a comeback story at 965. The bid's against you. 975. I like that there at 10 on the rise. At $975,000. Well, hang on a minute. You'd be a one-bid wonder, sir. What do you reckon? Take me to 980. Oh, you've got instructions there, do you? No. Madam, I implore you. He'll be grumpy for the weekend. Come on. What do you say? At 975, are we sure? First call at $975,000, second call. Third and final call. Is there any better bid or offer? All done in 980. 85. Now that's a smaller bid than the last. Could be the last. There's one way to find out, madam. Would you call it 990? First call. It's only money, madam. Second call at 985. Jan's not charging you a dime, madam. Third and final call at 985. What do you say? All right, I think, and 986. You tried your luck there, and I'll accept it. 986. It's $1,000. Offer you the same courtesy, maybe straight to 990, sir. Okay, no problem at all. Hey, look, keep me on my toes there at 987 and 500. Would you round me up, madam, to 990? Once called. Second call. Gentleman in the green jacket's doing a good job hiding you here. Third and final call at 987, 500. It feels like slow motion. I'm going as fast as legally possible, I promise. 988. Take me to $1 million. It's easier to calculate the deposit. The value is there, surely. 990. First time. Second call. Where's my other buyer here? Third and final call. Oh! Third and final call. This is a good appraisal, folks. You've undervalued it today. Give it a last lunge at 990. All right, we need to have a chat. I can't sell to you at the current level. That may come as no surprise. Auction is open. If there's a change of mind, let the team know. We'll convey that to our owners. Back with you very soon.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure to be up here for our next auction, which is 1-13 Barretta Street in Summerfield. It has been beautifully brought to the market by Matt Dawson, Jamin Marshall, and his team from our Maryville office. A very warm welcome to our owner, who is on the phone with Jamin. To the contract I take you, the property is more formally described as a freehold parcel, 183 square metres more or less on certificate of title 128990. Settlement date is set down for the 5th of June 2026, unless you're working to a pre-arranged date, and the chattels remain the same as per the contract, and included is that very, very smart Fisher and Paykel freezer. Well, as you walk through this home, one thing is immediately clear: this is not your average townhouse. This was built for a developer's own home, and when someone builds it for themselves, the specification, it really does tell a story. Built by master craftsmen, stock builders, every inch feels considered. Bold architectural design, the smart Addington brick, and the Tark Euro tray is just a real head turner when you drive past. When you step inside, it's just so impressive. The beautiful flooring, the black detailing, it's all colour coordinated finishes throughout. Even the blinds and the wardrobes have been thoroughly done. Everything matches, even the heat pump cover. The kitchen, it's sensational, it's very stylish. I absolutely love that splashback in there. Cooking will be an absolute dream in there. Open plan kitchen, dining, well, that all opens out to that lovely deck, perfect for entertaining, gets all that nice afternoon sun. You've got 3 bedrooms upstairs, gorgeous master. It's got the skylight letting all that natural light in. And the beauty here with this property, everything is brand spanking new. There is no having to buy blinds, no landscaping to finishes, no compromises here. Cashmere High Zone, that really underpins the value. Well, this is such a great townhouse, ladies and gentlemen. 1-13 Barretta. Who would like to start us away with an opening bid? Somewhere nice and easy to start. Don't all shout at once. Is there 740,000 perhaps? Somewhere nice and easy to start. There should be a sea of hands at that level. At 740. All right, I'll go first then. Ladies first on a vendor bid at 740,000. Let's travel in 20s perhaps, looking for 760. At 740 on a vendor bid. First, second, third. Well, I'll advance that to 760 on a vendor bid. Look, Jamin does have some conditional interest in this, so if you are interested, you need to put up your hand now, otherwise you'll be competing against conditional interest. So at 760,000, first, second, third. Well, Jamin, we don't have any live bids, so we're just going to move on to that next stage. I know you've got some good conditional interest there. Going to pass the property in at 800,000. There's the line in the sand. Anybody north of that level, get in touch with Jamin. This is such a gorgeous townhouse. As I said, it's not your average townhouse. Beautifully specced throughout. So the property is passed in at 800,000. Good luck to you, Jamin. I'm sure we'll see a sold sticker on that sign shortly. We're back with you soon.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for your patience. If you are just joining us, welcome to the Holmwood Auction Room. Good morning to those at holmwood.co.nz. It's great to have you with us. Ollie Van Ecklen from our St Albans office has been hard at work at number 13 Springgrove Street in Spraydon. It is more formally described as a freehold title, 622 square metres more or less, lot 52, deposit plan 3974, and settlement date on the contract is the 12th of June 2026. You may be working to a variation. I was lucky enough to visit this property a couple of weeks ago, and this is really, really good Spraydon real estate. It comes with those excellent school zones, and this particular street is ever so quiet. You are surrounded by good quality property, combinations of modern and character throughout this neighbourhood. This home here is the same, built in an era synonymous with character charm. It's got many of those features and character traits, but it's been comprehensively modernised over time. See granite bench tops there, lovely floor plan. It feels very open plan, excellent indoor-outdoor flow. It'll make quite the entertainer, will this address. It's in fabulous condition. Love the size of the bedrooms, and you've got the bonus, of course, of that studio space at the rear of the garage. In bidding here today, bidders and buyers, you are acknowledging that you've read and understood the further terms and signed the purchaser acknowledgement form pertaining to a couple of disclosures. And all in all, when you live in this location, I won't tell you, I live round the corner, far away enough for you to not be too concerned, but I can speak to the benefits of this lovely, lovely address. So, number 13, Springgrove Street in Spraydon. I look for an opening bid or offer. Who starts us away? Who launches into home ownership today? I think that sounds like a legally binding bid from the little one there. I think she said 3 million. What are we doing, buyers? Is there 700 perhaps? You shout me a number. 700, nice to see you. At $700,000, best of luck. At $700,000, I seek 25 on the rise, or maybe something stronger, take me to 750. Once called at $700,000, double glazing. 750, nice to see you there at 750,000. Would you say 775 for me, sir? Yep, on the nod, that's 775. At 775, and is it straight to 800? 790, all right then at 90, 15 on the rise. I'll offer you the same courtesy, sir. That would take you to 805. What do you say? Once called at $790,000. At 805. You'd never regret it. All day long at these prices in this location at 805 in the response. 18. Oh, madam, you're tougher than a $2 steak today. At 810, I'll work with you. We'll offer you the same courtesy. At 810,000, would you call it 815? At 815, don't even try your luck, madam. I'm looking for 820. What do you reckon? Beautiful decking at the rear, lots of sunshine, great garaging. At 820, appreciate you. At $820,000 now, would you say 825? First call. At $820,000, you're in the box seat. Second call at 820. Third and final call, new interest is welcome, at $820,000. The gentleman next to you, do you know him? You want to chip in here, sir? I'd hate to see him miss out. Not currently living with you, is he? That'd be a good reason to get the wallet out. What do you say? No? At 820, are we sure? My job's to mitigate your regrets, sir. Back to open homes, it gets colder, gets more expensive. At 820, it is your bid. Any better bid, or I pause with this lady here. We'll have a good conversation outside of the room. It may not come back, bidders and buyers. Last chance. All done in silent. Are we bidding? All right, your bid. Auction is open. Can't sell to you at this level. That may not come as a surprise to you, but let's have a conversation in private at 820. If there is a change, please let the team know. Back with you very, very soon.
Atamarie, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Daniel Pengelly. I happily take you to our next property in the catalogue. That is 45A Ryan Street in Phillipstown, brought to the market by Lucy Zhao from our Island 2 office. Now, the property itself, more formally described as an estate in freehold, comprised of 238 square metres, more or less, on Lot 1, deposited plan 627327, all contained and described on that record of title that Lucy has made available to you. I take it that you have read and understood further terms 23 through to 26. That outlines the settlement date that's proposed for 45 days after the date of this agreement. That's to give time for the tenants to move out, or it may be earlier by mutual agreement, particularly if they find a home earlier, and that works for you too. And the list of chattels, that remains unchanged. Ryan Gosling and Ryan Reynolds, they can move aside as we've got the next most handsome Ryan available to you. That is number 46A here in Phillipstown. You've got a great rental or first home here, I think. You've got 3 good-sized bedrooms here. That open plan living set up as the heart of the home. The front yard currently utilised as multiple parking. That gives a few options there, I think. Maybe potentially a garage, potentially carport, maybe gardens or lawn, depending on what you and your family need there, as there is plenty of parking on the road on this wonderful street. You've got the new driveway and fencing alongside it down there. It's low maintenance section and bringing in over $500 a week rent at the moment. This for me is savvy buying, whether it's that rental or first home buyer. Perhaps it's your first home and then it will become your first rental as you upgrade in a few years. So I throw it open for you for your interest. Where would you like to have the conversation? 250, optimistic, Jonty, but I like it. Happy to start there at 250. If I see no further bidding, I simply pause. I think we're the only ones having the conversation first before we throw it open to the conditional market. But at 250 once, twice, third time, well, I'll simply pause there. Let's have a conversation, see if we can get the sold sticker for you, Jonty, for you and your clients. The auction's open live. If anybody else gets excited by that number and wants to weigh in, please let me know and you can join the conversation too.
All right, bidders and buyers, we turn your attention now to Maryvale. It is number 1 at 166 Russell Street, brought to the market by Jared Rolton from our St Albans office. The contract describes a cross-lease and fee simple title, flat 1 deposit plan 55507, and your settlement day the 28th of July 2026. Perhaps you're working to a pre-arranged date. Hey, whatever the date, it's your lucky day, bidders and buyers. It's just a fabulous home. We know how good the location is. You've got the underpinning of some of the best school zones in New Zealand, plus great proximity to some wonderful private schooling options. This home was built in an era, Jared makes the point frequently, this era offers architectural style and more importantly proportions that they just don't do these days. And so they don't build them like this anymore. This particular home has been then absolutely transformed and catapulted into the 21st century. All of the mod cons, all of the peace of mind. You've got those gorgeous high ceilings, lovely sense of space and grace throughout the property, and beautiful fixtures and fittings. There's been a commitment to quality in terms of the renovation, the modernisation, and no cut corners. Look, I'm no builder, bidders and buyers, but you get to spot things when you work in the business as long as we have. And I was so impressed with my visit to this address. Again, a prestigious blue chip location, and your advert said stellar location. I don't know if you picked it up, buyers. It means you just pop down to Aikman's for a Stella Artois. It's not close enough. It's not close enough that you can hear Tony, though, while he's there. So, bidders and buyers, let's get underway at number 1 at 166 Russell Street in Maryvale. Who starts us away with an opening bidder offer? Who's got a bottle opener? Let's get underway, bidders and buyers. How much there, sir? A mil. Nice to meet you. Fair and reasonable place to start, sir, at $1 million. At $1 million, is there 50,000 or 100,000 on the rise? Make yourselves known. Let's have it. Where was that? And I like the latter. Should we call it 1.1? Might as well. 1.1, the value's there at 1.1 and the response, sir. 1.15. He adds 50,000. The bid's against you is at 1.2. Beautiful Russell Street. Excellent garaging. You just pop down into the central city. I'll take 20,000 if you like. What about a 10, man? A 5. You don't seem like the kind of person I want to argue with, so let's call it 1155. And you're in front at 1155. 1175, a nice strong bid there at 20 on the rise at 1175. Would you say 1180? First call at $1,175,000 panache. Practicality, it's all here. Madam, I have a feeling this is going to be worth considerably more in the years to come. It's location, location, location. Why not add another 5,000 today?
30 on top.
And how much on top?
30 on top.
30 on top. He improves his own position. I think you've taken good advice from a professional there, sir, or you're a professional. 30 on top then at 11205. And the maths was done before I even said it. That's great, Amy. At 1205, first call. Second call at 1205. Third and final call. Nope. Any better bid? Any better offer? All right, can't sell to you, but you've put yourself in the box seat. You've got an opportunity here. We'll have a conversation with you in private. Auction is open. Ma'am, if you do... Oh, are you bidding, ma'am? Well, you've got to be careful here. At 1205, auctions open. Back soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, turn your attention back to number 6 Mullion Street in Burwood. Excuse me, could the Aristo agents in the corner please pipe down, thank you. At $990,000, we left the room, bidders and buyers, and some good discussion outside of the room with what's the equivalent of a trio, but for 4 people? I think it's a quad. A quad of quality people. And they've increased their offer to $1,010,000 with the view to purchasing the property. Jan, where are we? Can I confirm we're on the market and selling at $1,010,000 first call, second call, third and final call at $1,010,000. Property goes, it is. Oh, just kidding. Got and sold to you. Congratulations. Enjoy, folks. That's brilliant. It's a brilliant home. You'll love it there. And Jack and Jan, as always, great campaign. Back very soon.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it is a pleasure to be up here for our next auction, which is 2/67A St Albans Street in St Albans. Now, Matt Dawson and his team from our Mayorava office has been in charge of bringing this property. Always lovely working with you, Matt. A very warm welcome to our owners. It was so lovely to meet you yesterday, and I must commend you on how beautifully presented you had your home to take to the market. The property is more formally described as a cross-leased freehold parcel, having a third of a share in 981 square metres, more or less. Certificate of title CB22B1390. Now, settlement date that's set down for the 18th of June 2026, unless you're working to a pre-arranged date, and those chattels, they remain the same as per the contract. Well, this is a real cracker here, tucked privately down the end of that long drive. It's incredibly quiet and peaceful. You are just only moments away from the Maryvale village. It really does give you the best of both worlds here. Inside the home, it's been beautifully updated over the years, recently repainted, new carpet, and it's double glazed throughout. The owners have absolutely loved this is their town base for the last decade, and you can immediately see why. It is low maintenance and perfectly set up for lock up and leave style. The living space, well, it's nice and light filled. I love those ceiling beams, giving it lots of character. Open plan kitchen, dining, living area that opens out to that courtyard out the back, a really spacious courtyard, perfect for barbecues, entertaining, or somewhere just to soak up the sun. 2 bedrooms, and it's real convenient also having that garage that has been converted into another room. Could be used as a bedroom, somewhere to work from home, or just somewhere to hide the kids away. So many sought after schools nearby. The choice is phenomenal, and you're zoned for Christchurch Girls High and Boys High, which really underpins the value. The location here, walk to Maryvale Mall, CBD, Hagley Park, you just can't beat this location. Properties in this location are very tightly held, and that lifestyle location, it's just hard to beat. So perfect lock up and leave investment, or get on that property ladder, ladies and gentlemen. Look for your opening bid at 2 Bar 67A St Albans Street. Does someone want to start me away? Gentleman at the back looks like he's having a nap. Is there 480,000 perhaps? Somewhere nice and easy to start. If you don't go, I will, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'll go on a vendor bid then of 480,000. At 480, let's travel in 20s, looking for 500 now. At 480, first call. Second time at 480. Third time at 480. Well, I'm going to place a vendor bid at 500,000. This home is immaculate throughout. Perfect town base. Walk to the new stadium from there. Maryvale Mall right there, and zoned for Christchurch girls and boys. At 500,000, first, second, third. Well, Matt, don't appear to have any live bids. We're just going to move on to that next stage. We're going to sharply price this property, and that price is 575,000. You heard me right. 575,000. This will fly at the door, Matt. Get on that property ladder. Great investment property as well. If you've got clients that are living out of town, great lock up and leave. So it's sharply priced at 575,000. And we'll be back with you shortly. Good luck to the owners as well. I'm sure we'll see a sold sign on that sticker sold sticker sign on the sign.
Atamarie, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your patience as we sort paperwork, have big conversations for other properties. It's my pleasure now to take you to 165B Slater Street in Richmond, brought to the market by Kapil Council from our Fendleton office. I know you've been very happy, very busy here, Kapil. Good luck to you, good luck to our owner joining us online today. Now, the property itself, more formally described as a stratum and freehold, being Unit 2, Deposited Plan 389116, all contained and described on that record of title that Kapil has provided to you over the last 3 weeks of the campaign. Now, settlement that's proposed for 2 weeks after the date of confirmation being today. The list of chattels, that remains unchanged, and I do take it that if you bid today, you've read and understood further terms 23 and 24 of the contract. Now, down a well-maintained shared drive of modern homes, you arrive at this quiet rear section, a solid brick and tile home here, easy to say yes to fall in love with. The living area here really surprised me, being really quite large, almost providing 3 different zones: sitting area, dining room and lounge, giving an opening to that courtyard, little stream boundary on the other side of the fence, the sound of water, a couple of ducks going past as I was there. For me, absolutely a bit of a sense of connection of nature. The kitchen, spacious there, graced with 3 windows on 3 sides, making sure you've got all day sun while you do your 10-hour bolognese sauce, as I'm going to be attempting this weekend. You've got 2 bedrooms here, lots of wee extras here that for me make all the difference. New carpet last year, double glazing, you've got the carpeted garage, that wonderful sectional wooden door. You've got shopping centre just on the corner with pharmacy there. In the other direction, you've got the Palms within walking distance. So I simply open for your bidding as my owner is ready to see this property, Slater. Oh, okay, one groan, there we go. Where would you like to have a conversation to get yourself into Richmond, this well-maintained quality home here? Happy for you to set the bar for the conversation. No, Kapil, nobody here today is the A-grade cash buyers, but I know that there are a few conditional parties waiting and hoping it's still available. So I simply pass the property in, no vendor bids from me, but we're ready to get moving on the next stage of the campaign. I'm announcing the sharp asking price of $560,000. To me, that's representing wonderful value in Richmond here. Shows the motivation of the family to get this moved and find the new owner. In great condition, wonderful sized living area for the new owner at $560,000. Now priced, so Cap, there'll be open homes advertised up this afternoon for this weekend. The property is vacant. Kapil will meet you there this afternoon if you're so interested, and I think that's how fast you're going to need to move on this one. Good luck to you, Kapil. Good luck to our owner's representative today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience today. Welcome to the Holmwood Auction Room. We go now to another Jack and Jan, Marshall and Morley. Listing in just a moment. I first have to remind you of the rules of auction. It is a requirement that we keep you posted with these. They're on the front pages of your contract, but I can see a couple of nervous faces in the room. We just want to make it really clear how we operate here in the auction room. The vendors in all cases have provided us with confidential reserve prices. Those subject to those reserve prices being reached or breached, the highest bidder whose bid we accept will be the lucky new owner. If the bidding doesn't quite reach the reserve price, it's not the end of the auction. We pause the auction. We move into one of our meeting rooms with the highest bidder and we offer that person the opportunity to purchase the property. Now, this is really important. On the odd occasion during that discussion outside of the room, our sellers may say to us, look, Kyle or Dan or Bridget, we're happy with this price. We'd like to withdraw the property from the auction room and sell it outside of the room, and they do that without disclosing their reserve price. That is a vendor's prerogative under Clause 2.6, but it's very disappointing when they exercise that prerogative, certainly if you're a buyer who is here in the room with interest. So my advice to you, it may sound convenient coming from an auctioneer, but make sure you hold the highest bid at all times if you wish to purchase the property. We can nominate the increments by which the bidding is raised, we can refuse bids, we can and should resolve any disputes. We'll identify our licensed colleagues if they're in the room bidding on behalf of clients. If you are that lucky last purchaser, you pay a deposit, sign the contract, and that deposit will be 10% of the purchase price unless otherwise agreed. And you may hear the phrase vendor bid today. A vendor bid is a bid placed by the auctioneer on behalf of the owner. It's always well below the reserve price and it's always clearly identified to you, so you can bid against that bid with confidence. All right, we now go to number 18 Burkitt Street in Marshland, Burkitt. Look, you call it what you like when you own it. I'll tell you one thing, you can't call it anything other than impressive. What a wonderful new build property this is. I said to our owners, our builders and developers yesterday, please keep doing these because they are just outstanding. Really impressive work, I would say, for a couple of gentlemen because they've thought about all the small things, those design details that make life just really easy for a modern family. Jack, you pointed out it's very unusual to see a scullery in a new build property these days that doesn't include the laundry. And so there are no cut corners, nothing half-baked about it, quite the opposite. Love the juxtaposition of those building materials throughout. It looks ever so stylish. The commitment to quality and attention to detail at every turn is evident. Beautiful tiling you can see from the backsplash to the bathrooms. I just think throughout this home it's got all of the mod cons that make you happy and that make your friends envious, which let's agree, bidders and buyers, it is important. I see a wine fridge there, is that included? Mm-hmm. All right, that's a pity. You, bidders and buyers, will get the wine fridge. Jack and I will have to go and find our own. Lovely indoor-outdoor flow, beautiful landscaping, cathedral ceilings, and you're warm and dry throughout the seasons. I've got to tell you, vendors, bidders and buyers, this is the type of property your parents and grandparents tell you to buy in locations like these. Capital growth, I would imagine, is assured. So let's get underway here at number 18. I look for an opening bid, an opening offer. 1150. Nice to see you there. Best of luck today at 1150. I thought you were bidding there, Miss Duncan. Careful now. At 1150, just adjusting the hair, she may strike. She's in the business. 1150. Best of luck today, folks, at 1150. Familiar faces. I wonder if you've missed out in the auction room before. Not today, hopefully. 1150. Where to from here, bidders and buyers? Is there 1.2? First call at $1,150,000. Second call. Third and final call at $1,150,000. Well, I'm inclined to place a vendor bid. I'll place one and final at 1,175. Encourage you to place a bid at 1.2, perhaps for an opportunity to have a conversation. Not for sale at the current level, though. That should be obvious. At 1,175, a vendor bid. 1.2, first call at 1.2. Second call at 200,000. Third and final call at 1.2. Gosh, this is a lot of home at these levels. High quality. Banging location, I'd say. Okay. All right, you appear to be my only bidders. I probably should vendor bid again, but let's just find a private space and have a conversation. Your buyers look nervous, sir. So let's find them some space and have a conversation, offer them the opportunity, and we'll be back with an update very soon. If there is any other interest, let the team know. We'll convey that to our owners.
Shiny lights and purple sky, everything's so bright. 기다려왔어 지금이야. Turn off your phone and off your mind. Look at you so bright. 멈출 수 없어 지금이야. Oh, I'll take you to the moon. Come on up, enjoy your ride. Oh, I'll take you to the moon. Just be ready to enjoy your night. Oh, baby, it's right now. You don't wanna waste this time. 어디든지 가줄게. Yeah, I wanna would can't stop. 이루어 찍어줘. I'll take you to the moon. Can't stop. 이루어 찍어줘. I'll take you to the moon. 춤을 춰봐 left and right. You know you feel so right. 다른 시선 따윈 don't care. 목 기타져라 소리쳐. You know you feel so right. 이제부터가 시작이야. Oh, I'll take you to the moon. Come on up, enjoy your ride. Oh, I'll take you to the moon. Just be ready to enjoy your night.
Atamarie, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention. I just take you back to 45A Ryan Street in Phillipstown for an update. We paused some time ago on a live bid of $250,000. There's been an increase in that bid to $400,000. My owners do hold the property in slightly higher regard, so I reopened the auction there at $400,000 in case there's any further interest in the room. First call at $400,000. Second opportunity. Third warning. Right, I passed the property in. We're ready for the next stage of the campaign. So the property is passed in at $400,000, but I am happy to announce the asking price of $459,000. This is a 3-bedroom home in Phillipstown. Wonderful rental, returning over $500 a week rent, and it would make a lovely first home loan maintenance. So if you've got interest at that level, please get in touch with Lucy. There will be some open homes up on the website for this weekend. So come along in your long weekend and get yourself a wonderful deal. I think good luck to you, Lucy. Good luck to our owners. We'll be back with you shortly for our next update.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go now to number 4 at excuse me, young man, if you could pipe down there, please. Number 4 at 15 Whitmore Street in St Albans. It's brought to the market by Helen Thompson from our Island 2 office. And you've met some lovely people through this campaign, some of which are the neighbours I know. And so it's good to know that you're buying in a little enclave where the community spirit is there. And in respect to the central city, I mean, you're just about on the doorstep. Great access to within the 4 avenues. You know what that means in terms of the stadium. I would like to think all of the hubbub about the Central Christchurch district will reflect in capital growth here. But as a buyer, you're buying something that is ever so modern, entirely post-quake, just built in the last few years, and that shows throughout this home. It's been maintained to within an inch of its life. My owner is a very fastidious person, and so that gives you further peace of mind. You'd be forgiven for thinking you're buying something that was got code compliance yesterday. So that's a real advantage. It's at a rare position on this street. It's one of the main arterial routes of Christchurch, of course, but you've got great access to the Northern Corridor if you so choose, but you cannot hear any traffic for my money from standing in this living room. Very, very sunny. Like the listing agent, very sunny. And so bidders and buyers, look, I would encourage you in your bidding here today. Let's get underway at number 4. At number 15, Whitmore Street in St Albans, freehold title, 155 square metres more or less. Lot 4, deposited plan 569807. And June 4th, the settlement day. Who gets underway with an opening bid or offer? See some good, really proficient property people here. Maybe this is the one for you. What do you say? What about you, young man? All that talking, no bidding. Unbelievable. All right, then at number 4 at 15 Whitmore Street, I seek an opening salvo. Is there 480 perhaps? What about you, ma'am? You know good investment properties. This would make a phenomenal investment, certainly a great first home, potentially a downsize as well. I mean, how good is that sun, Helen? We love the vitamin D, keeps you happy. And first call, second call, third and final call. Oh, you're looking for a bid. Vendor bid at $480,000. If you don't, I will. Bidders and buyers at 480 once, twice, third and final call at 480. Lift the bid now to 520. It's easy. A line in the sand. This much home, this modern and this fabulous a condition at these levels should be really easy, bidders and buyers. A nice 10 would put you in contention for a conversation at 520. Once called, owner's bid, second call, third and final call at 520. Helen, I don't see any unconditional bidding here today, but I know you've got people to talk to in the wider market. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll just remind you of what's on offer here. A beautiful home, townhouse, I suppose you could call it. Just feels like it offers so much more than that definition. Built by a reputable firm and beautifully maintained. I love the floor plan, love the mod cons, the Bosch appliances, and really on the doorstep of the central city. Our owner's instructions are very clear. We priced the property at $575. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would encourage you to go and take a look at this property's RV, have a look at this asking price, and then make a decision on whether or not you call Helen today, because I tell you what, if you don't make that phone call today and you're looking for a property like this, you've lost your brains. Right, talk to you soon, and property's passed in. I meant to say marbles. Oh, well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for your patience in respect of number 1 at 166 Rossall Street in Maryvale. We left the room on a live bid at $1,205,000. Some great discussion outside of the room with our prospective purchasers and vendor purchaser. They've come to an agreement, And Amy at $1,275,000, 1,275. Just confirming that bid. Yep. Vendor opts to withdraw under clause 2.6. The property has happily been sold. Congratulations. Sold. Congratulations. As always, Jared, fabulous campaign, like clockwork. Good job there. And thanks so much to our owner for the opportunity. Back very soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we go now to number 17, Horawaka Street in Avonhead, brought to the market by Brodie Franzen from our St Albans office. He's become the agent of choice in this particular subdivision. Great work, and I know our owners have appreciated your hard work. We've appreciated your proactiveness? I suppose it is. You get the idea. Really engaged vendors. Anything we asked for in terms of documentation, in terms of advice, they've been fabulous to work with. The home has been beautifully maintained. I mean, how much maintenance do you need, though, when you consider how modern this home is? It's just gorgeous. The construction is clearly of a high quality. Our owners have added some touches. You see that bulkhead there around the television space, a really lovely modern touch. It just adds, I think, to the sense of modernity throughout this home. The configuration is unique for my money, but very, very clever, because what you're left with is very generously proportioned bedrooms, good separation of spaces. So parents, for example, have their sanity while the kids are running amok on the other end of the house, and wide hallways, vast living spaces, and excellent sunshine throughout the day. So I just think the architect, whoever that was, got it absolutely spot on. The location, we know the benefits. You head one way, you're out to the hub, you're out to the airport. Your choice, you head the other way, then you've got the choices of Riccarton, Westfield, and a number of great school zones in the area. This should give you peace of mind entirely, bidders and buyers. So if you are bidding here today, I congratulate you. Let's get underway at number 17, Horawaka Street in Avonhead, a freehold title. Who starts me away with an opening bid or offer? Settlement the 26th of June, or by mutual agreement. 700, Emily, nice to see you, my licensed colleague. She's licensed to sell at $700,000. Once called at $700,000, second call at 700, third and final call at $700,000. That's not your bar, is it? at 700,000. Good as gold. Good as Goldsmith, Emily. I'm going to place a vendor bid at 725. It'll be my last. Encourage you to get back into the fray at 750, perhaps for a conversation if there's no further bidding. Bidders and buyers not for sale. At 725, that bid is with me. 740. You heard me ask for 750, didn't you? All right, then at 740, at $740,000. Once, twice, and third and final call. Emily, now you know I probably should vendor bid again, but I'm going to pause and we'll give you an opportunity in private to have a conversation on behalf of your buyer at $740,000. Ladies and gentlemen, if there is any indication of interest north of that, whether here in the room or via the live stream, please call Brodie or the team, and we'll convey that to our owners. Back with you very soon. Auctions open.
Good morning, everybody. If I could have your attention, please. I happily take you now to 2 Dray Place in Holmwood, brought to the market by Karina Gray and Ali Franks from our Ilam office. The property itself, more formally described as an estate in freehold, comprised of 725 square metres, more or less, on lot 56, deposited plan 569584, all contained and described on that record of title that Ali and Karina have made available to you during the last 3 weeks. The settlement, that's proposed for Thursday, the 11th of June 2026, or any other date mutually agreed in writing with our owners. The list of chattels, that remains unchanged, and I do take it you have read and accepted further terms 23 through to 26 of the contract. Now, this is a very striking one-year-old home, and in my humble opinion, it is wins best in show on the street. It's been designed by Dimension Construction. It's got fully ducted zone-controlled heating and cooling system that's paired with your HRV as well. You've got solar panels on the roof, making this a high-performance home. It's impressive at first sight. When I first arrived there, you've got African hardwood cladding on the house itself. You've got Brazilian ash stairs and decking. You've got the beautiful rock retaining walls and established native plantings. Inside, that living area is sumptuously large. That north-facing deck, stack of windows from the living area straight out to it. It's the oversized wraparound deck, absolute winner here. You've got the large central island in the kitchen, that ceiling making me fall in love with that space, giving it so large and airy. The family tiled bathrooms, 2 large double bedrooms down the hallway. The main bedroom here, that's the pièce de resistance, I think. You've got the feature peaked ceiling in there. You've got the inbuilt headboard with a little nook on it for your books, your phone charging at night. And then behind that, just a wall of cupboards, and then a walk-in robe space as well, just over-delivering on the space that you need. Then the ensuite there, beautifully tiled once once again, the recycled Remu vanity with the beautiful stone basins, the double showers in there, absolutely fantastic there for the main bedroom. Upstairs, you've got the bonus space for kids, play space, maybe an office, whatever you need it to be. You've got Holmwood Quarry on your doorstep, mountain bike tracks, 15 minutes into town. For me, this is very easy to say yes to, very exciting, handsome property. I'll get things underway on a vendor bid of $1 million, drawing a line in the sand there, an exciting place to start the conversation. Andre Place, perhaps there you might go at $1,050,000, but at $1 million on a vendor bid, once, twice, third call. Well, I'm sad to say there's no bidding here today, and I think there might be a few people who will regret not being here today, but we will open to the conditional market, and I know there's some people online watching that'll be very happy to hear that. So we've got a deadline of 12 p.m. Wednesday, the 3rd of June. We've got open homes that will be up on the website this weekend. We've got the long weekend. Come and have a look. Absolutely worth visiting. Once you're up in that lounge, my goodness, you just start falling in love with that property. So put it on your long weekend list. Passed in at $1 million, clearly worth more than that. A lot of home here in Hallsville. Good luck to you, Ali. Good luck to you, Karina. Good luck for the deadline next week at Wednesday on the 3rd at 12 p.m.
That looks like a fabulous property, but it's not the one I'm about to sell. Just looking for number 13, Spring Grove. To be fair, I didn't brief Amy, did I? Oh, I see. Hayden didn't brief her. Oh, good-o. There we go, number 13, Spring Grove Street in Sprayton. It is a gorgeous home and just beautifully modernised. I think it's going to make some buyers very, very happy. We were talking to some fabulous people just here, and they've agreed to increase their bid to $880,000 with the view to purchasing the property. And our owners have opted under clause 2.6 to withdraw the property. And at the exclusion of all other parties, to these lovely people, it is going, it is gone and sold. Congratulations. Hey, you'll love your time there. I've been to the address. It's just a great spot. I'm around the corner. But I'm always at work, sorry. So I hope to see you out there somewhere. All right, Ollie, as always, great campaign, and we'll have an update for you on the remainder of our catalogue very, very soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you have been waiting for 21 Shirley Road, I thank you for your patience. It's been my fault. I've been dawdling around here having a chat to various people. Hey, Hayden. But it gives me great pleasure to introduce a property that has been enhanced and renovated by some sellers who are known to us. They do a fabulous job, and it's great working with them. It's always nice working with people who answer every call and provide every document and make a really huge effort in terms of presenting something. It makes our job a little bit easier. Ruben Bishops is the salesperson. She's no stranger to the auction room, no stranger to excellent listings, and so I know you've enjoyed the opportunity marketing this property, Ruben. It is described as a freehold title, 472 square metres more or less, lot 22, and deposited plan 83518. Your settlement day, the 5th of June 2026, that's a Friday. And all of the, if you're bidding here today, you've signed the purchaser acknowledgement form. Again, this is built in an era where you'd expect a character charm. It's got plenty of that. From the outside, it's an Insta-worthy type of home, really, really cute and charming. Inside, whether it's carpet, paint, fixtures, fittings, all the mod cons have been installed, updated, enhanced, and it just adds a level of comfort in what is otherwise a very charming home. This location, we love this sort of city fringe stuff. You've got great food in the area. That's my personal opinion because I'm a big eater. And I just love all the restaurants and options in this neck of the woods. You've also got great access to the other regions within Christchurch. Equidistant, you could argue, from the beach to the city centre. So bidders and buyers, look, I think this is a great parcel of land to purchase long term, and certainly your lifestyle in the interim will be ever so comfortable. So let's get underway at 21 Shelley Road. Who starts us away with an opening bid? First step on the ladder, maybe an investment. Look, bidders and buyers, the choice is yours. Where do we go from here? 400. Nice to see you there at $400,000. Thanks for wearing a colourful outfit, sir. I won't be able to miss you. It looks awesome, actually. I might get you to tell me where you bought that at $400,000. Where to from here, bidders and buyers? Is there 25 on the rise? 420. Okay, don't take my advice. We'll shave 5 off there at 420. No problem at all. Students' favourite bid at 420. Is it 440? Can I say? Well, gentlemen, here you're cutting me in half and half. All right, then at 430, we'll work with you at 430,040. Can I say? Don't try 5, sir. I'll reject it. At beg your pardon? I'm going to reject it, sir. Respectfully, the level's there. At $430,000 bids with the gentleman there. If you give me 440, now's the time, sir. 440, appreciate that. I'm not trying to be rude. We'll talk about a 5 in a moment, no problem at all. At $440,000. What's the response? What's the retort? 450. Excellent work at $450,000. You gave me the old eyebrow wave there. All right, we'll work with you at 455 there. Offer you the same courtesy at 455,000 bids against you. Do you want to say 460 for me? I can't believe this price, actually. There's a lot of land and there's a house on it. 460, appreciate it. This is a section sale in some places at $460,000. Can I say 65 for you, sir? 65 now at 465. There's good garaging there. Plenty of sunshine into this home here at 465 and 470. $470,000 going first time at 470. I can't believe I'm saying the word 4. To start a number, 470, surely the value's north of this, sir. 475, appreciate that, and 480 I would assume. A nod can be legally binding, sir. Just go ahead and do that if you like. At 475,000. 480, great work at once, called at 480. Maybe just round me up. Try and shake off the competition at 480,000. First time. 85, appreciate that there at 85. At 485 and 490 or first call. Second call. Telepathic conversation there at 490. Approval granted, I see there, sir. Good work at 490 and 495. Or sometimes it's better to get to the round number first. The letter from the bank may say 500. You want to get there first, possibly. First time. 95. You're in the box seat, at the back but out in front. No, you started this, you've got to finish it. At 495. Call it 500. I didn't know they had mortgages like this anymore. Cheap and cheerful. Some of us would be overjoyed to service the mortgage at this level. What do you say? Take me to 500. Presumably you've got working years left in you. Your wages will go up. Any final salvo, final lunge? It's not for sale at this level. If there's no better bid, I pause and have a conversation with these good people here. Tony, you could buy the sight unseen at this level. Off you go. What do you reckon? And my good people here, are we bidding? If there's no better bid, I'll take 2.5 if you like. What about 1,000? Could you just do one of those eye contact things again? Is there 1,000 more? No? All right. Oh, Ruben on the phone with a buyer. All right, Ruben, bloody fashionably late at 497,500. And you've got a telephone bidding authority? Yeah, I can hear the laughing. There's a real person on the phone, Sue, at 497,500. Bids against you, take comfort, honestly. It's good to see this competition. It means it's a goodie. You're not bidding on a lemon. Is there a lemon tree? Might be a settlement gift. Would you take me to 500, sir? 498, I'll work with you, no problem at all, at 498. Ruben, against you. 500, great work, at 5 and 00. I did think it might start with a 5, sir. That should come as no surprise in Christchurch. At 500,000, would you give me a couple of thousand? Is it a one-bedroom? Come on, sir, what do you say? First call at 500,000, second call. 501. Might advise you, but I might need something stronger, Ruben. Would you bid me 505? I seek it. First call, second call at 501,000. Got to pay due respect to this gentleman. He's been in it from the beginning. Third and final call. Is there a comeback story? You're already bidding on something more valuable. There it is. 501. Any better bid? All right, Ruben, I'm going to pause and have a conversation with these people. Yep, auction's open. If there is an update from you or your buyer, or certainly, folks, if you ever change your mind, check the handbag, I would suggest, and come and see us if there's any more there, all right? 501, auction's open. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we go now to, back to 18 Burkett Street, I should say, in Marshland. Jan and Jack, I almost said Jan and Jack Marshall. I would have got into quite a bit of trouble there. Jan Morley and Jack Marshall, friends and platonically professional real estate agents. Great work with our vendors, and we love our vendors' work in terms of this construction. Presentation, the design of this home is just phenomenal. Our buyers, our prospective buyers, reflected on that and committed an additional $100,000 with the view to purchasing the property. And at 1.3, under clause 2.6, the vendors have decided to withdraw and get it sold. Congratulations. Alrighty, thanks so much to our owners for the opportunity there. We really do recommend that you keep doing what you're doing. We love to work with you. Phenomenal property. Congratulations to the purchasers, and Jack and Jen, as always, fabulous campaign. All right, bidders and buyers, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for your patience. We really do appreciate it. Got an update for you here at 21 Shirley Road in Shirley. There's some great discussion outside of the room and an increase in the bid, but not quite to a level my owners have deemed satisfactory. Their instructions are really clear. We are going to price this beautiful property at $529,000. Now, bidders and buyers, let me just remind you of what's on offer here. You've got 2 fabulous bedrooms, a third additional space. Do with that what you wish. But what I can tell you here is this home has been overhauled to a very high standard, such as the commitment to quality of these vendors, very well known to us. They do fabulous work. We love representing their properties. And this one here would make a great first home, certainly a good second home or investment. And when you consider its freehold nature, you're talking about a charming, warm home plus land, glorious land. So at this price, I would imagine that's worth a call. So do get in touch with Ruben and the team. Property's priced, and we are concluded for the day. We'll have an update on Horawaka, number 17 Horawaka Street remains in discussion. I did get that number right, didn't I? In negotiation at the moment. We hope to have an update on 17 Horawaka Street as soon as possible, but I think we'll conclude the live stream for now. Ladies and gentlemen, those listening to us, just as a matter of theatre, I mean, thanks so much for joining us. It's been great to have you with us, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Back to normal programming.